Good morning, guys. It is day 7 of our adventure. We are in a hotel complex in the Strange Mountain. Today is officially the last day in which we need to reach the Black Sea. We have more than 100 kilometers away from here, and that is going through some very old roads in the Strange Mountain. It's 8:30 a.m. I am somewhat beaten up and somewhat sleepy still. So let's go grab a coffee and let's start this journey for the day. This is fully charged. Let's go. Whew. Hygiene is done. Clothes are changed. What remains is to pack all of our things which we're charging for the night. Get the mantis, of course. Never forget. We need to also check the tire pressure with this electrical pump that we have here. Now the thing for today is I'm not even sure which roads to take. There are multiple of a few choices, and at least according to Google Maps it's not clear. Some of those roads don't even have street view, others have street view but they look like dirt roads in some places. We need to be asking the locals and make our way. And hey, in case you're tired of this journey, we've got everything here. Rome, London, Italy, Sydney, Paris, New York. You got them all. I have not taken a laptop to save space and weight mostly, which means I'm copying off my SD cards using my iPhone with this little card reader device. It works very well, but very slowly. I need to copy a card from the camera onto the iPhone and then copy the contents from the iPhone onto an additional bigger SD card. Maybe I should just have a pack of like 15 small SD cards to actually skip this procedure. But for now, I don't have it. So let's go and find the coffee. Oh wow, where are we? Oh wow, it's a beautiful day. Wow. I think it's totally worth it to walk you. Look at this. To walk you through this complex. This is where the fight with the night butterflies or whatever it was happened yesterday. And now I understand where this sound has been coming from. Oh, this is the perfect place to have a coffee. Wow. This place is huge. There is a bench there. There is a boat with the shape of a swan. There are some animals in the pond. Wow. Okay, let's find where coffee is. Oh, you have to see this. It's a Trabant car turned into a part of the garden with flowers painted on it. And oh, okay, this is so strange. I don't know if I should show you this, but there is a driver which kind of destroys the idea for me, but such are the people in the mountains. Natural hunters. Okay, let's not get upset. Let's find coffee. Пощавайте кафе, откъде мога да си взема?
Моля?
Кафе, откъде мога да си взема?
Кафе?
Да.
Тук вляво, като влезете има машина по едно левче.
Благодаря. Oh, okay. This is like a museum of the dead animals and coffee, guarded by them. Let's get some. Ah, this explains it. This is perhaps like a hunting residence or something. I don't get it, but I have my appreciation for people who do this, because we need to love everybody. Let's make the coffee now. I mean, okay. Mochaccino. Cappuccino with chocolate. Long coffee. Long coffee will be the best thing to wake us up. I should not be going too far with the dead animals thing, because I have to admit I eat animals. I would like to stop at some point, but I haven't yet, so even if it looks sad to see them like this, once you realize you're actually eating meat, you don't have much to say. Let's be honest about it.
Добър ден!
Аз нощувам при вас, правя си кафе.
В 8Б, да. Добре, да. Платили сте всичко на собственика?
Да.
Една нощувка, да?
Yeah. Fancy that. There is also a big dining room and kitchen appliances and very nice decorations all across. I think if you come with your family here, you can perhaps spend a pretty good holiday in the mountain. Fancy that! I have found my brothers in the mountain, defending my bungalow on the back. Thank you, brothers. Nothing happened during the night because of you. Coffee time. A guy yesterday at the village where we were charging the mantis told me, if you happen to find a coffee machine in the Stranger Mountain, film it. Well, there you go. Not bad, not bad. Definitely it's going to wake me up. I don't get it. Regular people over there, I'm just hearing their conversations. They're talking how it's a little bit windy when there is not much sun. I know somebody was like, give me the phone charger. And then we have me, 100 kilometers and more, deep in the Stranger Mountains. It's kind of the parallel. I'm not saying anything about regular people. It's the normal thing what they are doing. It's the craziness of me being compared right here. Okay, our first destination is the village of Trakici. A decision has been made, and of course I'm going to take up on the more adventurous road, which first has to go through a monastery in the mountain, and then comes the village of Trakici. After the village of Trakici, to the village of Bliznak. Bliznak means Gemini, which is my zodiacal sign, by the way. I really want to go through there. I've been told the road gets very bad, so let's see what happens. Wow, we're just surpassing the very first few meters of a very long journey, a very long day, and also the last day, at least it should be, of our adventure towards the Black Sea. Today is going to be real something. Natural bee honey, Medarnica. If that was open, maybe I was going to buy some honey. Well, maybe not. We don't need more weight in the backpack at the same time. Maybe later in the mountain. I watched some of the videos as I was transferring some materials. The wind is really annoying. I'm sorry about this. I am going to devise something to keep the wind away, but this is going to be for the next adventure apparently. So let's continue for now with what we have and be happy about it. We are venturing into the mountain. As I told you, what's going on with my throat? It always happens when I drink Coca-Cola, and I had a little bit of Coca-Cola which I was carrying from yesterday. Here in this complex they don't have food, by the way. It's a good thing we have 4 waffles, Moreni, this is a Bulgarian brand. Now we have 3 because I had one of them for breakfast along with the coffee and the Coca-Cola. I know it's not a great thing, but sometimes it kind of boosts your morale in situations like this. The journey starts with a huge ascent towards the monastery. At least the road is perfect in the very beginning. It's going to get much worse pretty soon, as long as I understand. But the battery is already showing 89%. I mean, we just literally started. We are in the first 1 kilometer of the journey, but this ascent is so huge that it's depleting the battery very quickly. It's not really at 89%. I told you earlier, you should not really trust the percentage on the Mantis. It is more, but for sure we are burning some precious electrons on this road as we are ascending with 18 kilometers per hour. I really hope that this ascent is not going to be too long, because I think after the monastery on the other side, as I have been told rather, the road will get much worse. So we will not be able to use the electrons that we're using here to get them back on the other side, because when the road is worse you cannot really be going down easily and maybe apply the electrical brake and recharge back some of the energy. Anyway, enough talking, and so much wind you may not be even able to hear me very well. Okay, the ascent continues. Well, there you have it. Another snake and a beautiful butterfly on top of it. Okay, let's do the calculations. We just entered the mountain. We've been driving for maybe 1 or 2 kilometers and we already saw 2 snakes. We need to be very careful in this mountain, I can tell you that much. I left the Mantis over there because I wanted to come back and see if what I saw was what I thought I saw, a snake, but I didn't want it to burn any electrons on the Mantis to go back and then back again, so I rather decided to walk. You have to think about such small things when you want to cover more than 100 kilometers in a day on this guy in the mountains. 25 more kilometers remain until we get to the other main road before we get back into the mountain. The thing is, over there we can make our choices and change the road that we are taking up upon. Oh wow. And this road is very good for the Mantis, but as long as I understand, soon it will turn into this, gravel stones, or maybe worse. Look at this beautiful mountain. It says 1940 on the top of it, and then Viupa or something. I wonder. This doesn't look like Bulgarian symbols, and there are some mystic emblems made out of stone. I don't know what this means. Pretty interesting. Look here. This looks like the thing you will use to measure distances on a map, I think, and this is like a hammer or sickle. I don't know. I'm confused because after all of this climbing, if we figure out that the road turns to something very bad, and if we go back and then we take the other road and climb over there and blah blah blah, we may end up without battery very soon. I think the only option once we're here is to endlessly continue forward and don't give up no matter what happens. In case you're wondering and you want to get to A, there you go. A is in this direction. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? We want to cover a big distance in the mountains. What we have with us is a mantis. We're not walking, we're not bicycling, rather it is the mantis. And as we're driving on this super nice road, I keep repeating in my mind what I have been told, and namely that the road is going to get much worse soon. And I keep looking to the sides of the road and I'm seeing this, and I can easily understand that perhaps the road will turn into this. Very easy to puncture a tire, yet very hard to go through this. Monastery is not far away, and after the monastery 24 kilometers more of pure mountain roads. And I'm starting to think, if I come here on my bicycle, way to go, this will be the perfect road. But now maybe we actually need to go back and take the other road to the mountain, which has some pavement throughout. So I should either go back now or get to the monastery and go back after we see what happens to the road after the monastery. We're here anyways. Let's see how far is the monastery. Monastery. Okay, here it is. Let me see. Navigation for pedestrian. 800 meters.
Head east.
Okay. Let's get to the monastery, check this place out, and decide whether we want to continue on the dirt roads or go the whole way back and try to make it on the asphalt. Let's enter the monastery, find somebody and ask what is the condition of the road if we continue towards the mountain from here. Whoa, why so many dogs in a monastery? Whoa. I was about to dislocate my shoulder just now.